Hi there, and welcome to my course. My name is Cindy Roberts, and I will take you on the wonderful journey of learning about statistics. Let's first, before we get into the material, make sure you know where everything is located. Of course, it's kind of strange because there's two locations for things. There's Blackboard, and then there's the lab, which we'll look at in a minute. Don't forget about Blackboard. A lot of times students get into the lab because that's actually where you do all the homework, quizzes, and tests. However, there's some important things that will help you along in Blackboard as well. So each week I will have announcements. I'll have a preview, and then even in the middle of the week, I'll kind of get on your case to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and any updates. So be sure you read through these very carefully. And of course, if you have any questions, be sure and ask. I would right away review the syllabus. So if you click the link in Blackboard for the syllabus, you get the information of my office hours. I always tell students I'm available to you guys all the time. However, this is when you know I'm sitting right here at the computer and you will get an instant response. Tuesday, Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And these are Eastern time, your time zone. I am located in Texas. Yeehaw! And so, but these are ways that you know I will be sitting waiting for your call, for your email at the computer. If you click here to view and download the syllabus, you will be able to read through the entire syllabus. So this is something certainly good. Make sure you understand everything in the syllabus, your textbook, when particular deadlines are, holidays, that's good, right? And definitely scrolling down here, looking at our calendar of when things are due. All right, so be very comfortable with the syllabus. Let's go back here. The course contract is just telling me that you have read through everything. You're all set to go. Your technology's fine. You know where the assignments are. Back up here, I have the calendar of assignments, which is exactly what came from the syllabus. So just if you don't want to go back into the syllabus and just see when assignments are due, this is the button that I would not forget. A lot of times students get into the lab and they need help and they'll email me, and the first thing I will ask is, oh, did you see I did that problem as a video? So be sure that you come in here and you're going to see lots of different videos. Some of them are going to be overviews, some are going to be actual problems. And so for example, here's example problems. However, if you scroll through here and either one, you find the problem, but it still doesn't make sense, email me. I'll try to find a different way of putting it to help. Or if you don't find your exact problem, I'm going to show you in the lab how you can send that to me. So don't forget about this. The discussions, this area is where you could come in and ask me questions that you might think could benefit another student. Maybe you don't want to email me, but you're thinking, oh, this, probably all the students want to know the answer to this. And the greetings and introduction, where you'll come in and introduce yourself, get to meet your classmates. Kind of neat to be able to meet each other and tell me whatever you want to tell me. If you don't want to tell me anything, just say hi. But it would be nice to meet each of you and certainly, understand what you're hoping to get out of this course. All right, and that's pretty much the big parts of Blackboard. When you sign into, and let me go back to the announcements, you will see that you will sign up with my course ID. And what this does in my math lab is it puts you in my course. So you register and then you use this course ID to get into my course, and then you end up here in the lab. The lab, once again, is where you do all your homework, all your quizzes, all your tests. What's kind of nice is most students have a love-hate relationship with my math lab. The reason I say love-hate relationship, and we kind of call it my stats lab since it's stats, is it's very particular. For example, if you put the answer as 1/2, but it wanted 0.5, it'll count it wrong. So you need to be careful when you read the questions. So let's just go and look and see. Well, I can see here what I can work on. or I could even go here to homework, click on this link. I can say all assignments instead of just the homework. And so I can go in here and look around and see things that are due. In fact, I see I'm not on the first page. So let's go to the first page. And I see my due dates here. And so let's say I want to start working this assignment. I see all these questions, 13 questions. I can go in any order I want. However, logically, as you all know, math builds, you really should go in numeric order. However, if you get stuck on one, you could skip it and move on if you send me a message and you're waiting for me to answer. So when you go in here, what's kind of nice about this is you get 3 chances to answer a question. And then if you get it wrong, you can try again. So in other words, if you take the time to keep trying these over and over and over till you get them right, you can get 100% on every single assignment. So here I have a question. Let's just say, I don't know. So I just click something and I click check answer. And it says, sorry, that's not correct. I'm going to leave the same answer here. So I'm going to do final check. Some of these give you 3 tries. Sometimes the multiple choice only gives you 2. It tells you which one is the correct answer. So you can kind of look at that and read it and see why you missed it. But I want to get it right so you can hit similar question. It'll give you a question like that one, and then you can try again. You can continue to do this with any of these. So if I kind of look around in here, say this one here, there's only 2 answers, so it's probably going to only give me 1 choice. So it says, I have a question here and I have no idea, discrete or continuous. The first thing you should do when you're completely lost and you don't know what they're asking, if you go to question help, lots of good stuff over here. The view an example seems to be the favorite of most students. What this does is it gives you an example like this one. Notice this is pieces of lumber, but this is amount of gasoline in a tank. And it'll go through, it'll give you definitions, it'll help you understand the questions, and it'll give you the answer. And then hopefully you can go back here and you can answer your question. However, let's say that didn't help because that was gasoline and you want lumber. If you do help me solve this, it will walk you through this exact example. Notice lumber. But then you have to answer it. Okay, is the number of possible values given countable number? I think you can count pieces of lumber. Good job, Cindy. And so it kind of walks you through everything, and so it gives you the answer. But notice back behind here when I hit close, it changes my question. Okay, so that's kind of the big key, is why a lot of students don't like help me solve this, because it changes your question. However, if you want to know that you can't figure out this particular one, then you use that. Let's say the help, because sometimes the help will skip steps. You know how math books love to do stuff like that, and you're just still not getting it. Click this Ask My Instructor, and what will happen, it will email me personally your exact problem here. So when it emails me your problem, then I can email you back and I can say, oh, well, volume is something that's measured. Anything that measured is typically continuous because it's not countable, right? When you do measurements. And then I would walk you through it. Good job. Next question. All right. And so as I mentioned, all of your assignments are in here. So let me go back here and show you all the quizzes and tests. So I can see when I have, I meant all assignments. So I can see I have homework, then I have a quiz. Do not jump to the quiz unless you've done homework, or you probably won't do very well, right? And so when you take the quiz, the biggest thing with the quizzes, the difference is it does not give you all the things on the side, okay, for the question help. Notice here it only gives you StatCrunch, which is a program you'll use for doing calculations, but it doesn't give you the help, and that's why you have to go through the homework first. So you go through homework, take a quiz, go through homework, take a quiz, and then it comes time for the test. Are you nervous? I'm not nervous. All right, so you get 2 hours, so breathe, it'll be all right. If you try to go into the test, you can't get into it without your proctor giving you the password. Okay, so you can click on it all day that you want, but it is proctored, so you'll have somebody watching you as you take the test. But at least it's in my math lab, so it's in the same format that you're used to. And as you can see, you can go through and see all the wonderful assignments when you have your next test, all the wonderful assignments, and then you have a 2-part final exam that you'll take back to back. As soon as you finish the first part, you just finish it, and then you go in and you take the second part. All right, so that's a look around. I mean, certainly this being new to you, go through Blackboard, go through links, have fun, ask questions, and know I'm here for you every step of the way. All right, I'll see you online.